Hello and welcome to the Daily Draft, where we take Magic one draft at a time. My name is Morgan, and this is once more Champions of Kamigawa draft. Even though they're single elimination, I really like playing them. They're a lot of fun. If you haven't already, I recommend checking out the Champions of Kamigawa draft that I did with Matthias. Matthias Hunt. It feels really awkward saying that. It was a doubleheader. 2 Champions of Kamigawa drafts I did with Matthias on my stream yesterday. They were very different drafts, and they were both pretty fun. So check that out. We are waiting for a couple more people to join the queue, and we'll get started then. Alright, we're back. Our rare is Kitsune Mystic, which is unfortunate because it's also the foil, which means that there's no actual rare. Cut the Tethers is a funny card. Sosuke, Son of Sashiro, is pretty good. It gives all your warriors Death Touch, basically, but it's like Kamigawa Death Touch. There's also Kitsune Blade Master, and I haven't actually drafted Samurai yet, so I think I take Kitsune Blade Master over Sosuke. Although this card is basically a combo with the lure guy. I think I just take the solid creature. So there is Nagao, Bound by Honor, Bushido 1. Whenever it attacks samurai creatures you control, get +1/+1 until end of turn, so includes himself. There's also a Glacial Ray in this pack, though, and Glacial Ray is the best red card in the pack. I've seen this card wheel, oddly enough. I think I just take the Glacial Ray versus the Nagao. Card's insane. Also, having Glacial Ray in multiples is very, very good. We've got Time Stop here. There's an Orochi Sustainer. Blessed Breath is pretty good with Glacial Ray. Haunted of Nice Reach is funny. Squelch is interesting, but not great. I think it's between like Orochi Sustainer and Blessed Breath. I could take a blue card here, but I'd rather have this card or this card. And I think it's just the Orochi Sustainer. Blessed Breath is good, but it's easier to pick those up. Whereas Orochi Sustainer is a sign that, green might be open. See, Bloodthirsty Ogre is fairly good, especially if you get it early enough. You can do a lot with it. There's also a second Orochi Sustainer. Considering I already have one, I think I just take the other one over the Bloodthirsty Ogre, although that card is very, very good. So we've got Blood Rites, Swallowing Plague, deals X damage to target creature. Cage of Hands, which is basically pacifism. I think I take that over Matsu Tribe Decoy, Swallowing Plague, and Blood Rites. Nizubi Cutthroat is also pretty good, but this card is ridiculous. So that might mean that white is open. Teller of Tales is very good. 100 Talon Kami is fine. Bergrafter's fine. Maybe it's just Teller of Tales here. Like, it's definitely the best card in the pack. 100 Talon Kami, again, fine, but I think we just take the Teller of Tales. Here, there's a Kitsune Diviner. There's a Thoughtbind. I think we just want the Saratami Mirror Guard. It could be Serpent Skin, but we're just going to take the flyer. Like, we could be Blue-White Skies. It's very possible. Here, there's a Gut Wrencher Oni, which would have been good with that flyer. There's a Silent Chant Zubera, which I'm not really interested in. There's a Reach Through the Mist, which I am pretty interested in. You can slice Glacial Ray onto it. Yeah, we'll take that. My colors leave me pretty open to splashing, and so just taking the best card out of each pack seems fine. This combos with Cage of Hands. I'm gonna take a River Kajin though. Cut the Tethers seems pretty good against this deck, but River Kajin is pretty good, just in general. Fairly happy with the Council of the Saratami. Okay, I promise I don't force blue. Squelch is cool. I think I just take Psychic Puppetry though. It's something I can place Glacial Ray onto, which is actually a huge consideration because being able to buy back your shocks is very good. Here I'm going to take the Graceful Adept. It's sort of like a River Kajin. Here I will take the Matsu Tribe Decoy. We might be green still. I am not quite sure. Desperate Ritual, sure. Over the Vigilance. And a Serpent Skin, which actually is a combo with Matsu Tribe Decoy. I mean, it's 4 mana, but it's a combo. Also pretty good with Teller of Tales and Saratami Mirror Guard, I'm sure. If we get something like Kodama's Reach, I will be very happy. Then we can splash maybe both of these. We're probably not playing the Kitsune Blade Master. So there's a Kodama's Reach in this pack. There's also Hirobi, Death's Wail, which is pretty sweet with, you know, Psychic Puppetry and stuff. There's also Sachi, Daughter of Soshiro, which makes our snakes tap for multiples. But I think she's just worse than taking a Kodama's Reach here. I like Teller of Tales and I like Sift Through Sands, but I think Kodama's Reach is going to be a little bit more useful in this deck. Because we can splash Glacial Ray and Cage of Hands. Okay, well, this card is insane. There's also another Cage of Hands. There's also a Sakura Tribe Elder. Like, I'll take this card. Seems very splashable, right? Like, with the Kodama's Reach. I suppose I could take the Sack Tribe or the Cage of Hands, but I think I just want to take Kumano here. Card's insane. So there's a pretty good trick here. Strength of Cedars. Target creature gets +X/+X until end of turn, where X is the number of lands you control. There's also Sift Through Sands, which I think is just worse than Strength of Cedars. So I'm gonna go ahead and take it. Okay, well, there's a Dampened Thought, which is, I don't know, kind of tempting. There's also Moss Kami, Mystic Restraints, and Sack Tribe Elder, which are all very good. I feel like Moss Kami is just kind of insane in this deck. And if I get enough good red cards, I might not even play blue. So I think I take that. There's also, again, Sakura Tribe Elder. This could have been a Dampened Thought deck, but I think at this point we just want the big fat creature. Zozu the Punisher. No, I don't want the card. I could take Saratami Savant. I could take Sift Through Sands. I could take Vine Kami. Vine Kami actually seems pretty sweet. But I don't know. Really don't know. I think it's just the flyer. Like, flyer beatdown is an option. This card's annoying. I'm just gonna take the Cloud Skater. Take the Myojin. Splash that too. Oh. This card is really bad, by the way. I think I just take the Orochi Leaf Caller because I might actually need that card in this deck. I could take a Venerable Kumo, I guess. I think I just take a River Kajin though. Let's see, Hinder, Sift Through Sands. I'll take a Sift Through Sands. There's a Brutal Deceiver. I guess I take the Zubair though, so I can just have more low drops. Here I will take the Vine Kami. Like, okay, so Psychic Puppetry is not very good. Breach of the Mist was kind of iffy. Graceful Adept isn't very good. Like, these guys are good, this guy's good. These guys are fine. This guy's fine, and that guy's fine. This isn't very good, but it might end up being what we end up doing because reasons. Oh, we wield this Mystic Restraints. Okay, well. Okay. What did I take over the Mystic Restraints? Oh, it was a Moss Kami, that's right. Okay, so we're probably looking for Sack Tribe and more Kodama's Reach. Kodama's Reach also has the upside of being able to swipe Glacial Ray onto it. We're just gonna hope that we don't play the Sleep Collar. Probably hoping to not play Dripping Tongue either. I will take the Stone Rain though. Sure. Oh man, we wield the Foil Swamp too? Goodness. We're just so lucky. Well, I'm not gonna not take Moloku. There's also Teller of Tales, Orochi Sustainer. Like, I'm pretty glad to have the Moloku though. Means I probably won't play Kumano unless I get another Kodama's Reach and like a Sakura Tri-Builder. Well, I could take either Callous Deceiver or Order of the Sacred Bell. And I think it's just Order because a lot of my creatures are pretty small, so having Order of the Sacred Bell to like back them up and play it on turn 3 sometimes is gonna be pretty good. Wow, this pack is just full of goodies. So one thing is, Jugen is a spirit, so we can get it back with Vine Kami, which is probably why I'm going to take it. There's also Hanan of Life's Web and Hanan of Seeing Winds. I like this card a lot. Consuming Vortex is very good. Council of the Sword is fine. Kami of the Hunt is reasonable. But yeah, we're going to take Jugen, which is a 5/5 flyer for 6. And we get another Kodama's Reach for our troubles. Yes. Yes, please. I wonder if Serpent Skin is even worthwhile. I feel like Matsu Tribe Decoy is a little bit derpy for me. Huh. See, there's a Hanakami, which can get back Kodama's Reach, Glacial Ray, Strength of Cedars. I think that's the pick. There's also another Callous Deceiver, which is fine, but we do have River Kajins, which are kind of like Callous Deceivers, which are also fine. Out of all of these cards, Serpent Skin's probably the worst. So we've got Okina, Temple of the Grandfathers, which can pump Jugen and Moloku. There's also another Saratami Cloud Skater, a Kodama's Might, and a Psychic Puppetry, and a Hinder, I guess. I think I take the Hinder here, although it could be Kodama's Might. It could be also Okina, which is like just kind of incidentally good. I think it's just Kodama's Might, and I'm not quite sure whether I'm playing it. Wow. So we're just gonna put this guy in our sideboard over here, so we don't have to deal with it. Okay. Well, I was like, oh, there's an Eerie Procession and a Pinecrest Ridge, and then this Cage of Hands is there. Yeah, I'm definitely splashing that. Root Runner is pretty sweet. It's a 3/3 for 4 with Soul Shift 3. And take another Vine Kami, I guess. I think Devouring Rage is bugged. There's a Kami of the Hunt, which is pretty good in this deck. Yeah. Alright, so we'll probably cut this Cloud Skater. And I don't know. Is Kodama's Might. Sifter Sands is an arcane spell, but I think it's just worse than Council of the Soratami for multiple reasons. So I think we cut that. I do like Vine Kami as a way to get back Jugen, which might not actually be relevant. I think we either cut Mirror Guard or Savant. And while Mirror Guard does seem pretty cool, and Savant seems pretty cool, I think one of them can go. And I think it's the Savant because most of our spells are pretty light on blue. So we've got 2 Kodama's Reaches for mana fixing for these 2 Cage of Hands and a Glacial Ray, which seems fine. So we're gonna add some basics. We're gonna play like 1 mountain, 2 plains, and then 7 of these guys. I could also see playing 1 of each. And then playing extra forest. Yeah, that seems right. We'll submit this deck. I'll see you guys in round 1.